Now, when you came into Saransh, you came with a bang. And obviously, there were all the chances that you would get similar roles and you would be branded. Now, you were a new actor. Choosing your role was probably a difficult proposal at that time.
No, no, I was a beggar. I had no choice.
Yeah. So, how did you manage not to get branded?
Because I'm not scared of failure. You get branded only when you are scared of failure. I am not petrified of failure. I feel that failure is a stepping stone. Failure is something which teaches you much more. Failure, if taken in the right sense, is the best knowledge. It makes you feel closer, it makes you introspect. So, and also I knew my art. I had done 4 years of training. I knew that I was better than anybody else. Not with the knowledge of arrogance, but with the knowledge. So, and Saransh was a dream role for a theatre actor, for an actor who is from drama school. Means if I had done a regular Rajshri film of a hero running around the tree and throwing water on the heroine, I would have not been sitting here and you would have not been interviewing me. The Saransh gave me a solid background, and depending of the branding, getting branded was up to me. A lot of people told me that, oh my God, at the age of 27, 28, you are doing a 65-year-old. But what a role.
Yeah.
Means after 29 years and 477 films, your question starts from Saransh. And my life will start and end with Saransh. And that's why people, when they meet me personally, they say, you look very young. So to reach Saransh age, I still have 10 years. So, Saransh is the best thing that could happen to an actor.
Correct.
And I believe in that if you try, you risk failure. If you don't, you ensure it.
Yeah.
So, I want to try out, and I don't judge life. I don't judge performances. I don't judge people. To me, life is 90% monotony and 10% excitement. You have to do things. If they don't work, you have to move on. I don't mull over. I don't look back and say, oh, I don't regret anything in life. And I'm not scared of failure. And these two things you have, you feel the strongest man on earth.
Correct.
And my family background was with me. My father was with me. He used to laugh at my stupidest comedies also in movies. He just felt that his son was in a movie.
Now, when any actor, for that matter, any performer, he steps into the profession, he has got an almost an idol before him. For you, was there any idol in acting? Like you thought, I should be as sincere as this man, or as perfect in acting as this person, something like that.
I think at various stages of your life, you have various reasons of having somebody as an idol. When you are a child, you watch movies of Rajendra Kumar, Dilip Kumar, Devanand, Raj Kapoor. So you said, they are very. The joy of Indian cinema or being an Indian actor is that you are part of people's lives. They don't judge you only on the basis of your acting. You become part of their life. I'm somebody's uncle, I'm somebody's mamaji, I'm somebody's friend, I'm somebody's philosopher. So that is why actors in India are not merely actors. They are people's family members. Then you go into drama school, then you see Laurence Olivier, Marlon Brando, you get affected by that, Tishure Mufone, Sriram Lagu, you see performances of these people, then they become your. Then you graduate from there, then you have people like Robert De Niro, Jack Nicholson, you see their performances. Robert De Niro is one of my favorite actors because he is very perfect when he does certain kind of roles. But you like actors for various roles, and you take something from the other. It's as an actor, you become a serial observer, a habitual observer. You see, like if I'm sitting with you, somewhere in my mind, unconscious mind, I'm observing you, what you are doing and how you. It's not that I'm sitting down and sort of saying that, okay, now this is what you are doing. So, and I always from childhood wanted to be different. So I don't want to be like anybody else. I want to have my own brand. When I opened my acting school, even though it's called Actor Prepares, but we do teach Stanislavski, Bertolt Brecht, Grotowski, method acting. But I also thought that we must come up with something of our own. We have been now for the last 10 years as a school. So I think what is my specialization? Because I wanted to be different from others and because that's what I believe in. So we bring out the actor in you. I believe that anybody who lies can act. So the whole world can act. A lie is the first form of acting. That you say things which have not happened. So there are performances of, I've seen Kashinath Ghanekar, great performances. I've seen Nat Samrat, great performances. I've seen Utpal Dutt, different areas, Manipur's Ratan Them, you know. In movies, Balraj Sahni, and I like performances which touch your heart. So an actor learns every day. You just have to keep your eyes open.
But from theatre you went to films. Any chance of coming back to theatre?
I do theatre. I do my play for the last 10 years. I have done 300 shows of a play called Kuch Bhi Ho Sakta Hai, which is based on my life. And I keep doing it. Now I'm in the process of starting another play. So I have been doing regular theatre for the last 25 years regularly. Because theatre keeps me alive as an actor. Theatre takes away the rust away from my possible acting. Theatre also, there is no retake in the theatre. So all those things are great benefit. Whatever I am today, it's thanks to theatre and my training.
I'm coming to that. There is no retake in the theatre. I mean, often asked question. Though they are separate media, which is more challenging for an actor, films or theatre? One is live, one you can...
You make your own measure, you make your own mapdand. You can... so I am the most difficult person to please for my own self, whether I am doing theatre or whether I am doing... of course, there is a main difference between being a live audience and not a live audience. You are recorded. But I am very fortunate that I have got some great roles in cinema also. And I make my job, at least in the last 4 or 5 years and coming years, I make my own job difficult now. I want to explore how differently can I do this. Similarly in theatre, it depends on how differently you want to do it, how much can you put in. Theatre actors have a slight arrogance about it, that we are from theatre and what are these cinema people. I think doing cinema acting is equally difficult. It depends on what your measure of brilliance is. You know, if I'm easily happy, I'm never happy with being mediocre. Though I've done a lot of mediocre work. Because work is part of life. But now whatever work I do, and now because I also am teaching now, I make it difficult. Suppose if I have to have a cup of tea, now the normal thing is cup of tea, so in my mind I'll think that, okay, do I have a headache, that's why I'm having a cup of tea, or do I like tea and that's why I'm drinking it, or do I like with less milk? So I will go into those details. That will not change my actual action, but it will give me the satisfaction. So that happens but in theatre, yes, theatre में अपने जिंदा होने का एहसास होता है.
And one last question. If we say that an actor should be born, then what is it that training exactly makes in that actor?
From my own personal experience, I don't believe in this statement that actors are born. If doctors are not born, engineers are not born, carpenter is not born, electrician is not born, a computer geek is not born. It's fashionable to say that actor is born. Yes, you have certain, you may have certain gift of God that you can be a great singer from the childhood. Or some people paint nicely, some people can say things nicely. But everything comes with either riyaz, or practice or training. It's not, in today's time, you see, also we did not have an audience, we didn't have much sources of entertainment. So whatever we saw, we appreciated, because we are a very young nation. So now people see, oh, this is different acting. Audience had no source of entertainment. Now there are millions of channels, there are malls, there are multiplexes, people have various ways of getting entertained. So cinema is something now earlier they used to sit like this and whatever they saw they used to appreciate. Now they sit like this and say, show me what you have done. So and you can be a born actor with certain gifts, but you cannot be a brilliant actor just because you are born with those certain gifts.
On that note, I think we end this very, very precious interview. A person who has never compromised his acting, who has always been very, very sincere, whether it is theatre or a very fluid medium called film. And that is why all the roles that he has done in films are memorized, are remembered by one and all who have seen it. Anupam ji, you took time out of your busy schedule.
No, I'm happy.
And came for this interview. Thanks very much on behalf of the channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you.